Hello everybody, my name is Aaron aka Pulling Teeth and welcome to the PTW Pre-Season 2 Tag Team Tournament. If you missed recently, I did the World's Championship Tournament and Andre the Giant, spoilers, walked away as the victor. Meaning that at some point in Season 2 of PTW, Andre the Giant can cash in for a championship match at any single point of Season 2 that he so chooses. This tournament, however, is a little different. This tournament, the Tag Team Tournament, well, this is for the Tag Team Championships. Malachi Black and Buddy Murphy, or Buddy Matthews I should say, do have the Tag Team Championships on the line. The House of Black, the Tag Team Champions, are in this tournament and they have put the titles on the line for this tournament. Meaning that in the first episode of Season 2, we are aware that the Rhodes Brothers and the Brothers in Pain get basically an opportunity to go for those titles. Meaning that the winner of that match will face the winner of this tournament for those belts in the main event of PTW Season 2 premiere, which is still a little ways off yet because we still have a few tournaments to get through here. This is only the second tournament. Like I said, there's a tournament for, I believe, I'm planning on doing every championship has some form of tournament in it, whether it be for a number one contendership, whether it be for a guaranteed championship shot at any point, whether it be for the titles themselves, much like this one for the title itself, the world titles for a championship shot at any point. Anyway, I am rambling, and you don't want me to ramble. We want to get into this thing, so we are going to kick off the tournament. 32 teams, folks. Much like previously, it was 32 individuals for the world title. It's 32 teams. We are kicking things off with Scott Hall and Kevin Nash versus Beer Money Incorporated, James Storm and Bobby Roode. That's how we kick off a goddamn tournament. Let us go. Of course, it was random draw for these teams. So you never really know who's going to show up and at what point. We've got some teams that we have not seen before here in PTW and a bunch of teams that we are very familiar with. We have seen the NWO before the Outsiders. We have seen Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. They have made a couple of appearances. Never really managed to get going. Never really managed to get a ball rolling. But they are here tonight. Let's see how well they do. And your referee for this tournament, after an impressive performance in the World Championship Tournament, Deadpool is out here to referee the Tag Team Tournament. He just wants to pull double duty because he wants 2 paychecks. That's what he told me, so, you know, screw it. We could always do with more refs here in PTW, so why the hell not? But now making their way to the ring, a newly reformed Beer Money Incorporated, James Storm and Bobby Roode. A team that I did not expect to see back here. A team that I did not expect to see in PTW, to be honest, but they are here, Beer Money. And we are kicking things off with James Storm and Scott Hall. Something that I never expected to say. I mean, these two have been in the same company at the same time before now, but I never expected to see them here in PTW squaring off. Hall went early on for a camel clutch. Another strike heavily to the head there from James Storm. Roll up, small package style. Who's going to be the first team to advance to the second round? Scott Hall, there it is, fall away slam, sack of shit as he's also known to call it, and those brutal forearms. When Hall's on point, he's one of the best. James Storm and Bobby Roode, though, they had one of the best tag team runs in TNA history. They were generally one of the best teams that TNA ever produced. Their feud with the Motor City Machine Guns is somewhat legendary. So even though Hall and Nash will have an experience edge here, it's not exactly like Storm and Roode are inexperienced rookies. These guys have been going a long time. They've done it all. They've both been world's champions. That's lariat there from Roode. And now back and forth with Nash. Roode and Nash back and forth, strike for strike. Nash has spent a lot more time probably with Bobby Roode and James Storm than Scott Hall has. But Nash pressing Storm overhead. The strength of Big Daddy Cole. Knee strike there to the ribs. And a sidewalk slam, vintage Nash. One thing that I think Storm and Rude are going to have over the outsiders is they are probably going to have a stamina advantage over the outsiders. So the longer the match goes, the more in favour of beer money it's going to be. Although a big lariat there from Rude. Goes for another strike, but it's blocked. And another big lariat. And look at the mounted punches now to Hall, who's managed to swipe Rude away. Just slams him down, nothing fancy. This is more of a brawl. This match has been a straight up brawl between these teams. Shoulder thrust into the corner. I was going to say tackles, but shoulder tackle would involve running. There's been a lot of heavy-handed strikes here in this. Hall taking a moment outside to catch his breath, and Rude comes in with a chair. Of course, it's PTW rules, which means no count-outs, no disqualifications. There are rope breaks because you still have to be within the bounds of the ring in order to win. And double lariat sandwiching Storm there. Nash now. Oh, don't know what Nash was going for. He might be thinking sidewalk slam again, but no. Storm went for something, wasn't able to capitalise on it quite as much as he'd have liked. But an impaler DDT, but Nash pops straight back to his feet. Nash though walks into a DDT. And a straight right hand might have just knocked Storm out cold. 1, 2, oh, 2.9. Rude almost went to break it up, but then stopped himself, God knows why. Double vertical suplex though from Beer Money, sending Nash to the floor. Nash grabs a weapon, but so does Rude. Vertical suplex, here comes Hall. Double vertical suplex again from Beer Money, but Hall's here, and Hall just walks into a right hand. This is broken down on the outside. Now the match cannot end out here. It has to end in the ring. Another double suplex from Beer Money. Oh, I think we might be thinking outsider's edge there. Oh, chair shot to the back of Rude's head. I said this match is getting nasty. Scooping a slam and strike combinations. Discus punch from Hall. Sandwich lariat. Camel clutch on the outside from Hall to Rude. Nice rib breaker there. Both members of the outsiders are in the ring, and it looks like Nash is going for a jackknife. 1, 2, oh, 2.9 and kicks out. Tags on either side now. Storm is kicking away there. You might be thinking vertical suplex to Hall. He is. Elbow drop to the chin. Hall fall away slam. Goes for the cover, but he's way too close to Beer Money's corner. Choke slam from Hall and a cover again. 1, 2, oh, 2.9 and a kick out from Storm. Look at this, strike for strike, heavy-handed blows between these two. There's the last call. But Hall popped back to his feet and hit a lariat. Goes for another lariat, doesn't connect. But he's got him now, outsider's edge. Cover, hooks the leg, but Rude's there to break it. Of course, the knockouts are a thing here in PTW, so are submissions. So those might be viable options if you're not able to get a quick pinfall, especially in a tag team environment. I think maybe the submission game might favour Bobby Roode more than anyone else. I think he's the most technical performer here. Big boot though from Nash. Goes back to that chair. Knockouts are probably going to favour Nash. Nash is a big guy with heavy hands, and that jackknife powerbomb can knock you out cold. And he just took a chair shot and walked through it. Vertical suplex though from Rude. Dragging Nash into the towards the centre, and a big straight right hand. Nash sidewalk slam. And a cover off the sidewalk slam. Oh, another 2.9, very close. Tag to Hall. Double team. Assisted jackknife powerbomb, and Hall's not done. Oh, but Rude manages to turn it around. Mounted punches in the corner. He's got himself the chair. He's thinking, oh, he's thinking perfect plex. And a choke slam there from Hall. 1, 2, 2.9 again, and Rude just kicks out. But Rude, glorious DDT! He pulled that out of nowhere. 1. Nash right there to break it. It's far too close to the outsiders part of the ring. Rude trying to escape, tags out to Storm, and then a tag to Nash. Sandwich lariat again from the outsiders. Nash going for the chair. Swinging chair shot, misses, gets caught in Insecurity by Storm. Storm now, I'm thinking, oh, he's hit with an F5. 1, 2, 2.9 and a kick out. A short arm lariat there from Hall. Don't know what Nash is thinking, he might be thinking jackknife. No, Storm, gets out of it. Gotta watch out, Storm's got that 8-second ride. He's also got the last call super kick. Both viable options for putting people away. DDT from Storm. He's getting the crowd into it. This is Beer Money's debut here in PTW. Nash throwing Rude to the opposite side of the ring. Charges in with the back elbow. Rude collapses. Nash chair shot to the back of the head again. He's hit Rude with a couple of those tonight. Tags out to Hall. And assisted jackknife. And Hall is just taunting him right in his face. He gets caught into a glorious DDT. Rude not able to capitalise though. He was too hurt. But he hits the glory bomb. Not a gory bomb, a glory bomb. At a 2.9. Oh, but Nash just headbutts him. And then multiple forearm strikes. Rude might have to quit here, but no. Rude's still in it. Spine buster from Bobby Roode. Tags out to Storm. But Nash, sorry, not Nash. Hall comes out swinging. Both these men swinging. Clothesline. Tags out. Nash and Storm illegal. The men in red. Nash not sure what to do. Just does a jumping splash. Caught with a knee. Double underhook. Nash powers him out. Nash goes for the chair and swings but misses. Storm DDT. Stands him up, jab to the ribs. Another shot to the ribs to take him down. Big boot from Nash. Nash has got the chair, swing and a miss. But he's caught him. Jackknife. That's got to be all she wrote. 1, 2, 3. And the outsiders move on to round 2, putting away the newcomers to PTW, Beer Money. Hell of a showing though for a first appearance. But Nash and Hall were just a little bit too much tonight. They were on their game. 99%, and you know what? I 100% agree. Well, we have the second match now here in the PTW Tag Team Tournament. And we have got the Hardy Boys, Matt and Jeff, are going to be taking on FTR. They're debuting for PTW FTR. The Hardy Boys we have seen since the beginning, and they have had a string of bad luck, realistically, of the Hardys here in PTW. They never really got out of the blocks. They never properly got going. They kept coming up short. They kept failing. But they are here tonight. We'll see how they do. This is a bit of a shot at redemption for them. But they have to take on a team who have been called arguably the best tag team in the world today. Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler, FTR. Making their debuts here in PTW. Let's see how well they do. Referee Deadpool rings the bell, and here we go. We're starting with Jeff and Dax. Arm drag takeovers from Jeff. The speed advantage will probably go to the Hardys despite being older. Sit out Gourdbuster from Jeff. He's bringing out some of the hits early. What's Dax doing? Dax. Oh, he's sucking him in. Drop toe hold. Despite the fact that FTR are very much beloved here by the audience, they are not above bending the rules when they need to. Another sit out Gourdbuster from Jeff into a single leg crab. Because the Hardys really do want to earn this opportunity. They want the redemption. Alley-oop facebuster from Jeff. Like I said, they want the redemption. Spinebuster though there from Cash. Arm drag takeover again from Jeff. He's throwing those quite well tonight. Tags to his brother Matt. Matt, who just recently celebrated 30 years in the wrestling industry. 3 different decades that Matt Hardy has been relevant. Jeff's not going to be far behind him. Oh, Matt goes low, talking about not being afraid to bend the rules when you need to. A block on that suplex there, and Matt takes one of his own. And just a chin lock there to Cash. Matt letting Cash tag out to Dax. And gut wrench suplex from Matt Hardy. And a rake to the eyes. Oh, look at the strikes backwards and forwards. The heavy hands and then the heavy elbows. Dax pushed Matt right back to the center of the ring. Matt, top rope. Oh, he goes for the Hardy leg drop, doesn't connect. A rake to the eyes once again. Dax comes that punching. Another rake to the eyes from Matt. I say Matt is not afraid to bend the rules. More so than most, to be honest. Dax charges in with a low drop kick, but Matt sort of springs back to his feet. Thrown into the corner, Dax follows him in, but he walks right into a discus punch combination. And Matt again goes low. Matt tags back out to Jeff. Dax kicking them both away. Took Jeff, thrown to the opposite side. Backflips out of the corner. That was smooth, but Dax used the opportunity to tag Cash. Snapmare, roll through, low drop kick from Jeff. Jeff now got caught with a drop toe hold from Cash. Cash dragging Jeff slightly away from the ropes. And now a strike combination between these two. Back and forth they go. Cash got the better of that exchange. Cash probably the more heavy-handed of the two. Oh, Jeff, nice clothesline. And another Irish whips Cash into the corner. Tags to his brother. What's Jeff thinking? Jeff, whisper in the wind. And Matt, using the advantage, throws him into the corner. But Cash manages to power out. Drops Matt with an elbow to the spine. Manages to tag out to Dax. And look at this combination. A crossface into an ankle lock. Nice combination there with those two. Off the ropes goes Dax into another arm drag from Jeff. Jeff's pulling out those Ricky Steamboat style arm drags tonight. There's that low leg drop from Jeff. Vintage Jeff Hardy. He might be going for it again after the atomic drop. He likes that combination. And Jeff, oh, there's that very tight pin that Jeff manages to hit. DDT, folded Cash up, but Dax has now managed to get the inverted figure four locked in on Jeff. We know that one of Jeff's weak points is one of his legs. That's the only bone I believe Jeff's ever broken in wrestling. There's that thing, that pin again, easy for me to say. I say that Jeff broke it in wrestling. He didn't break it in wrestling, did he? He broke it in motocross. But I think it's still also the only bone Jeff has actually broken. Oh, Cash! His variation on the code breaker. 1, 2, but there's the kick out. Or more accurately, Jeff broke it, but there it is again. Doesn't go for the pin this time. Charges in off the ropes, rolling European uppercut to the back of Matt's head. Stands him up. And what's he thinking? Gory special. Cover. 1, 2, 2.9. Matt just about survives it. Tags out to his brother Jeff. Short arm lariat there from Cash. Thinking frog splash. But Jeff managed to get his feet on the ropes. Jeff now with the lariat combinations again. Whips him into the corner. But Cash with a gory special. Once again goes for the pin, but Jeff is way too close to the ropes. Matt with the leg drop. Jeff now, Russian leg sweep. Rolls through with it. Bounces straight to the top rope. Diving lariat from Jeff. And Jeff though caught again in another gory special. Or a gory bomb. Dax now legal again. Matt, I believe, is legal as well. Sharpshooter. But you got it on the wrong Hardy. Matt taking full advantage. Matt goes for that leg drop. He's still not able to connect with that. He's gone for it a few times. Shoot takedown, but Matt's caught him. Dax manages to power out of it. Matt's got a bit of an underrated submission game. He doesn't have many submissions, but the ones he uses, another gory bomb, but this time from Dax, and another modified leg lock. Jeff's right there to break that though. Jeff was having none of it. Matt double underhook into a suplex. Drags Dax away from the ropes. Matt's going back up top. He's determined to hit this leg drop. Decides against it there though. Goes for a drop kick but gets zoned. Matt's caught him. Twist of fate to Dax. I believe cash is legal. He's going to make him pay for it. FTR have been working those gory bombs tonight. 1, 2, 3. FTR move on and they put away the Hardys. Once again, Matt and Jeff not able to get out of the blocks. The Hardys have just had a string of bad luck here in PTW. They have tried, and they have tried, and they have tried, but it has never really worked out for them, which is such a shame. Well, folks, it's match 3 of the tournament now, and we have got the Simpsons, Bart and Homer. They are going to be taking on King and Armored King, the Tekken favourites. Of course, a lot of the Tekken roster have dominated realistically here in PTW. Think of Martial Law. Specifically, he's been one of the forefronts of the entire company. He had the longest run as world champion, most dominant run as world champion, only recently losing it, and he made it right the way to the final of the world's title tournament before he lost to Andre. But when it comes to the tag division, the Simpsons have done exceptionally well. If you remember our first major event, we had tag team turmoil in that, and the Simpsons, they essentially made a name for themselves in that tag team turmoil match. But we will see tonight. We will see if the Simpsons can recreate that magic against King and Armored King. A team who have... Oh god, low blow from Homer already. The team of King and Armored King have done exceptionally well in the tag team environment here. They've not held the titles, but they've done well. A 619, or I suppose it's a Tiger Fake kick. Oh, Homer again goes low. And goes for a modified crossface to King. The Simpsons are scrappy. They are deceptively good in the ring. Whereas you know that King and Armored King are good. Specifically King, he's been a bit of a standout here. He's done great in the tag team division, and he's done pretty damn well in the singles division as well. Nice strike combinations there from Homer. Of course, Bart from the Simpsons had a bit of a singles run in the junior division. He didn't quite get to the title, but he came very close. He got a title match. Armored King now sending Homer off the ropes. Homer holds on. Homer again goes low. We talked about in the Hardys versus FTR match when a team's not afraid to bend the rules. And we know that Armored King not afraid to bend the rules, but at the same time, Homer pretty much known for bending the rules. Bart now is legal. I think it's the first time we've got some action from Bart here in this match. He's going to be the quickest person in this match, without a shadow of a doubt, is Bart. He's definitely got the speed advantage over everybody else in this ring. But he's also probably the weakest. Once you catch him, you might have him. Enziguri there from Bart. But catching Bart is the problem. See what I mean? He's just so evasive. But King thinks he's got him now. But no, Bart turns it around to a suplex of his own. Sends King to the floor. Like I said, Bart is incredibly evasive. And you've got to watch out for those Enziguris from Bart as well. They're dangerous. Spinning tombstone though from King. That'll take Bart down. And a figure 4 leg lock. Bart tags out to Homer already. High-low combination. Total elimination, I should call it. King tags back out to Armored King. Homer marched him right down. And nice combination. A back suplex into an STO. Off the ropes they go. Homer goes for a body splash. Doesn't connect. That kick to the ribs did. Oh, short lariat there from Armored King. And a diving elbow. Holds it in for the pin, but Homer was far too close to the ropes. Homer sent to the floor. Tags Bart. Bart comes after Armored King. Oh, nice variation of the Sister Abigail. And chair shots, but a big scoop slam from Armor King. More chairs. Oh, Insiguri from Bart. Like we said, Bart's good at those Insiguris. They're very dangerous. More blocks now. Back heel trip. Bart's got the chairs again. There's a bit of a pile of chairs gathering on the outside there. Homer and King just let Bart and Armored King fight on the outside. Nice double Insiguri. And a jumping flatliner. Bart manages to bounce back to his feet, but he's caught again. But he manages to reverse the suplex. Escapes over to tag his father. We've got a few father-son teams here in PTW, and I believe a few of them are appearing in this tournament. I know that Homer and Bart are in this tournament. Later on in the tournament, we're expected to see Goku and Gohan and Taz and Hook. Homer's got the chair, but he's caught off the ropes. Big lariat from King. King dragging Homer out. There's a downward chop. Just square to Homer's face. And here's that combination again. Back suplex STO, dropping Homer on his head. Oh, and Homer again goes low. Homer very much not afraid to kick people in the groin. It's like 90% of his offense, it would appear. The Russian leg sweep there from Armor King, and Armor King's got him caught. Oh, Steiner screwdriver from Armor King. 1, 2, 2.9, and Homer pops the shoulder up. Tag to Bart. Oh, roll through, double stomp. Bart off the bottom rope into a moonsault. Belly to belly release overhead throw there from Armor King. Keeps Bart down. I say once you've got hold of Bart and can start throwing him around, you've pretty much got him. Look at the speed though. That quick step elevation from Bart. He manages to gather speed exceptionally quickly. Diving headbutt there from King. It's always dangerous when you go for a diving headbutt because you could do as much damage to yourself as your opponent. Dropkick attempt doesn't land. Like I said, Bart very evasive. Throws King into the corner. Bart now spinning reverse DDT. And Bart goes low. Throws King to the outside. Bart just showing off. But her King walks right into her Sister Abigail. Oh, Armor King just caught Bart. A jumping flatliner. Armor King with that veteran instinct there. Knew to grab Bart and keep hold of him, giving King chance to recover. Homer, again, there is no DQ here in PTW. He keeps going for that. Oh, God! You know when King busts that out, he's beginning business. No, Homer! Brass knucks to Armor King. Off the ropes he goes. Armor King, though, gets back up. Flaming Homer! And he goes for the choke. The why you little choke? King, though, is right there to stop it. Homer hitting some of his biggest offense back to back to back to Armor King, and Armor King smartly tags out. King following Homer in, but Homer comes out swinging. Goes back for that chair. Chair shot over the chest. Stands King back up. Oh, King reverses the whip. Spike Rana from King. Homer, though, back to the brass knucks. Off the ropes. Oh, but King recovers quickly enough. Homer goes for it again. But King again back to his feet. They're not letting Homer get that momentum. King a little too quick there. Homer very slow. It's the difference between Homer and Bart. Homer exceptionally slow but powerful. Bart very quick and evasive. That's why they make such a good unit. They complement each other's styles very well. Bart went for the chair, but King takes out the bottom legs. The bottom legs. Like you've got top legs. Oh, vertical suplex there from Armor King. Goes up top. You might think he's diving elbow again, but Bart gets out of the way in the last second. A strike contest back and forth. Who's going to get the better of it? I'd put my money on Armor King. Like so. The shoulder tackle takes him down. Armor King thought about going for the dive again. That was a little too much out of range though. Total elimination from the Simpsons. Swing and a miss with the chair. Armor King takes out Homer's legs. Sends him up. Drops the chair himself. Just slams Homer down. Got him up on his shoulders. Heavy rain. Armor King now, going back to tag into King. Homer's distracted, going after Armored King, who just trips his legs out, drags him out of the ring, and powerbombs him on the apron! Good God! And King saw Bart coming. Drops him in the face and drop kicks him in the back of the head. Homer though's got a fork and he's stabbing Armor King in the head. Armor King, I believe, is bleeding. Bart ringing King's arm, but King escapes, goes behind, reverse suplex. All while Homer is still stabbing Armor King in the head with a fork. But a screwdriver to Homer on the floor. And Armor King seems pissed. Hitting the heavy rain. King up top, diving headbutt to the back of Bart's head. Armor King is really pissed off at Homer. He's hitting Homer with some heavy shots here. Bart up top. Doesn't really know what to go for. Inseguri. Off the ropes he goes. Charges in with that small package, but Bart's not legal. Homer is. Homer just caught to a brainbuster from King. There's a tag. Armor King back legal again. Tags out to Bart. Low blow from Homer. Bart's got the chair. Oh, but he walks right into some palm strikes. Armor King is bleeding. There is blood on the mat. Oh, Inseguri. So those Inseguris are exceptionally dangerous from Bart. I'm surprised he's not thrown as many of them tonight as he usually would. Diving headbutt from King. Stands Bart up. Discus lariat. Drags him out towards the centre. King now. Bang! Muscle buster from King. Cover. 1, 2. It's all over. King and Armor King move on and put the Simpsons away. It was a hell of a fight though from Bart and Homer. No question. They did very well, did Bart and Homer. Had a hell of a showing. But King and Armor King just a little better tonight. Well, it's going to be the last match of part 1 of this tournament coming up now. We have got 2 members of the New Day, Big E and Xavier Woods. I believe. Is it 2 members of the New Day? It's not. It's Big Bear and Danhausen. Ignore me. Bearhausen are the team that are coming out now. I just saw on the thing Big and Blank and assumed it was Big E. I forgot that it's Big Bear and Danhausen. Big Bear and Danhausen are taking on Edge and Christian. Bearhausen were a bit of a staple in Season 1. Fan favourites, came together out of the blue, but everyone kind of loved it. But they've got to take on the brothers who are not brothers, but are kind of brothers, depending on what day of the week you ask them. Edge and Christian, E and C, or apparently according to the nameplate, just Edge. Just Edge, going to the nameplate. Might as well just stick a blue dot over Christian's face. We did see this team appear a couple of times in Season 1. But Edge got injured quite early on in Season 1. And Christian tried to essentially bounce back from that. Taking on Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler, who injured Edge. And Edge only just making his return realistically here. He's not been back very long. But they are right back to being a team. Oh, Big Bear went for the Big Bear spear. Poke to the eyes. Christian with a lariat. The tag team experience has got to go to Christian and Edge. E and C have definitely got the experience advantage. But Danhausen and the Bear, unconventional, to say the least. I believe Danhausen is the only person in the back that Big Bear actually likes. Big Bear just with open paw strikes. You've got to watch out for Danhausen's curse. When Danhausen pulls out that curse, that's very dangerous. You will go flying halfway across the arena. Trust me, I've seen it happen. Dropkick attempt doesn't land. Edge, kick to the ribs. Sort of a modified super kick to the ribs. Edge, kick to the gut. DDT spikes Danhausen and goes for a Boston Crab. Edge, there's that inverted face buster. Goes low. The Rated R superstar, not afraid to bend the rules when he has to. Execution. Edge busting out some of his best offense early on here. And there's the Educator. Danhausen's getting taken to school here. Quickly has to escape and tag back to the Big Bear. And leg caught, slaps him down, does the Bear. Edge has obviously got something to prove after being injured for a majority of Season 1. He's able to get the better of that strike exchange from the Bear. Goes low, hitting him in his big bear nuts. His bare balls, I should say. Tag back to Christian. And Bear is just palming everybody. Just those big paw strikes. And look at that. That is just brutal. You do not want Big Bear to build momentum. But we have said it before. Bear is exceptionally dangerous in short bursts. His stamina is his weak point. You wear the Bear out, you get the advantage. Doesn't mean you've automatically got a win, because Bear is quite resilient, but that is your best advantage over him. But that's where Danhausen can come in the target team environment. Danhausen's stamina is a lot better than Bear's. So it tends to be that Danhausen should probably do a lot of the, I would say heavy lifting, but no, it's more that Danhausen takes a beating, and then Bear finishes off the opponents. But another execution from Edge. And goes back to the educator again. This time to the Bear. Bear is able to escape it though. And just slaps Edge down. Edge with that inverted facebuster again. Throws him off the ropes. Edge, spear! Cover from Edge. 1, 2. Almost had it off the spear. Tag back to Christian. Oh, Concerto! Christian going up top, goes for the frog splash, connects to the back of the Bear. Stands him up. Nice combination. And another frog splash. 1, 2. 2.9 to the Bear, pops the shoulder up. Off the ropes. Bear with the Lufes press. Tag combinations. Edge, look at this. Nice. Danhausen and the Bear managed to both get the advantage there. Forearm strike. Edge back with that face crusher, but Edge is getting tired. Drags Danhausen back to his feet. Goes for another execution. Cover. 1, 2. 2.9. Danhausen pops the shoulder up. Edge release. German suplex sends Danhausen to the floor. Reversal of the whip from the Bear. But now Christian with an execution, or an impaler DDT I should call it when Christian does it. Danhausen. Is he biting Edge's hand? I believe Danhausen was just biting Edge's fingers. The Bear and Edge brawling on the inside. Danhausen and Christian brawling on the outside. Danhausen with an aeroplane spin. Edge has got hold of the Bear. Stands him up. Big boot attempt doesn't land. Oh, Edge-o-matic. Off the ropes they go. Bear with a big strike. Off the ropes. Big Bear splash. Danhausen looks like he's going back to the aeroplane spin again. Bear with a big palm strike. Damn near took Edge's head clean off his shoulders. Who is legal again? Is it Edge and Danhausen? I believe it's Edge and Danhausen. 2 chairs in the ring now. Edge gets the advantage over Danhausen. Christian locks in a modified crossface to Danhausen. Trying to escape to the ropes. Wasn't able to make it, but was able to slip out. And now he's biting Christian in the head. Somehow Christian did not bust open there. But then another time he's biting him in the head. I believe now Christian is bleeding. Yes, he is. It took 2 attempts, but hell, it worked. Oh God, Edge just clubbed out of the ring like he was nothing. And a big Bear hug to Christian. But Edge comes back in with a chair. Clocks the Bear with it. Edge not sure what to do now. Edge-o-matic. Dragon screw leg whip. Off the ropes goes Edge. Running splash. 1, 2. Danhausen's there to break it. The Bear now going for the big Bear splash, but not able to get there in time. But he is able to snatch Edge up into the Bear hug. Christian breaks the submission. Edge into one of his own, to a Boston Crab. Danhausen there to break it. That's the tag team environment for you. Tags on both sides. Danhausen thrown to the corner. Christian now just raking Danhausen's face across the top rope. Christian's got Danhausen up. Goes behind. He's thinking kill switch. Cover from Christian. 1, 2. That's all she wrote. ENC put Bearhausen away, and ENC advance to the second round. Well, that was a hell of a collection of first matches. The first 4 matches of the tournament are all done. Ladies and gentlemen, the tag team tournament well and truly underway. Thank you so much for joining me in this episode, folks. It's been a genuine pleasure as per usual. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill, all the fun stuff. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye!